I am smart. I am beautiful. I am strong.
My name is Angela Bailey. I am the founder and president of Urban Reflections Incorporated, which is a nonprofit mentoring organization dedicated to empowering youth living in underserved communities throughout Florida. Growing up inner city, is a different experience for all of us. I was reared in housing projects in Lakeland, Florida. There wasn't a lot of positive things in my surrounding neighborhoods for me to even aspire to. I really didn't have an idea of what I was going to do as when I became an adult. All the common things that you heard in school, lawyer, doctor, Indian chief. When you grow up on survival, then there's not a lot of time for nurturing, hugging, I love yous, and what do you want to do when you grow up, and what are your passions, things like that. Those conversations were not had in my home. Not because my mother didn't want to. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the issue. It was because she just didn't have the time. My mother would sometimes work 2 and 3 jobs just to pay the bills. So I created a program that pretty much served the purpose that I would have needed as a young woman growing up in the inner city, being lost, trying to navigate my way through life in high school, preparing for college, things like that. So we are a full service mentoring program that provides self-esteem, confidence building, teaching children critical life skills, preparing for college, of course, academic mentoring. But our main focus is just making sure that the child is okay, providing that nurturing support that children need when they're at those critical stages in their life, when they're trying to figure things out, trying to find their way.
It's unexplainable. Looking at how I would be if they didn't come into my life.
This full service mentoring program is exactly what I needed as a 13, 14-year-old woman growing up in inner city housing projects in Lakeland, Florida.
Hello, I am LaWanda Bailey, the co-owner of Walk This Way Productions and the Central Florida Director of Urban Reflections Incorporated, located here in the beautiful city of Lakeland, Florida. If you've ever wondered why mentoring matters, to me it is the reward. We have great reward from our success stories of our students. We have a lot of entrepreneurs as young as 13 years old making serious business moves. I absolutely love it. We have makeup artists, we have hairstylists, we have a lot of business owners that have started right here with us in this little low program. So if you're wondering why mentoring matters, it is the reward. My sister and I share the same passion for our community, and that's building our youth from the inside out.
My name is Medji Charles. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Haiti. I'm an intern/mentee at Urban Reflection Incorporated. I am a very smart person. I think that's my honest opinion. Beautiful, you have to be beautiful both inside and not just outside. And I'm strong because I have went through so many things and I'm still strong enough to stand here.
My name is Michael Brown. I am the business manager for Urban Reflections. I handle all of the financial affairs, anything that has to do with grants or contractual agreements. I joined the organization 10, 12 years ago. I had the privilege of sitting into a free session that Angela Bailey and LaWanda Bailey had with the children, and I was very impressed with what I saw. And soon after, I decided to join the organization and get involved. Today, 10, 12 years later, I'm not only the business manager, but I'm also a counselor. And I focus on the young men. LaWanda and Angela focus on the young women.
I'm Evan, I'm 17, and working out with Urban Reflections helps me with my confidence building because they help me reach my best physically and mentally, and that's when I feel my best confidence-wise. Doing yoga with Urban Reflections helps me with my relaxation because it helps me to regulate my breathing and to stay calm in stressful situations.
I'm often asked why Urban Reflections is necessary in the community. I think that Urban Reflections is necessary in the community because you see a lot of the issues that young men of color are facing today in the community. You have, of course, the police violence towards, young men of color. You have drug abuse, you have domestic violence, you have bullying online. So there's a lot of issues that the young men of color today are facing. Urban Reflections program goes to the core of that issue. The core of that issue is self-esteem and confidence. Our young men of color lack self-esteem and confidence because they do not know where they're from. They have no idea their true heritage. And these are the things that add to the confidence and self-worth of an individual. Now, when you have those things in place as a young man of color, then you don't get involved with drug abuse, you don't get involved with domestic violence, and you don't get involved with bullying. So that is why I think Urban Reflections is necessary in the community to address those issues, to build up the young men.
I'm inspired by the young people that I work with. I mean, I get to watch young people come into their own. They're extremely talented, and they have a lot to say.
My name is Ashley Sparks. I currently live in South Florida. I'm a college graduate. Now I'm actually a business owner and fitness model as well. I met Angela 21 years ago, and I met her when I was 15 years old in Lakeland, Florida. I originally seen her at Simpson Park in Lakeland, Florida, and I actually saw what she was doing for the community before I decided to come aboard. I needed some a positive influence in my life, so that's where the journey began with Urban Reflections.
And what inspires me is watching young people fight for their right, for their voices to be heard. It is a beautiful evolution. And Urban Reflections has been critical in helping young people. What would the young me say to my mother now? Well, the beautiful thing is that when my mother passed away, I had already started my organization. She had already participated in a number of our events, and she had got to see us be successful. We were already running for about 12 years. I'm grateful. I want to thank her. And she is the reason for almost everything that I do. I'm the first in my family to ever even get my high school diploma. And that was a big deal for her. And watching how proud she was when I got my college degree, when I received my college degree, was one of the most rewarding things for me. And everything in my life has really been about my mother. She sacrificed a lot for us. And I wanted to be able to show her in some way my gratitude. And that's what Urban Reflections pretty much stands on. That's what the program was built around.
I am smart. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am strong.
Thank you so much for joining us and following our journey with Urban Reflections. And remember, our Give Miami Day is coming up November 19th, 2020. You can go straight to the website, just Google Give Miami Day. You can also find us on urinc.org. That's urinc.org. This is a 24-hour, one-day giving period. We have an early giving period that starts November 16th through the 18th. So give until your heart is content.